Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Alice.
And thanks for getting up so early.
No problem.
I know that's not easy for performers such as yourself. All right, let's talk. First, I'm going to talk to you, Darren.
Okay.
Now, you grew up in Ireland, but you said you grew up listening to Billy Joel. Do you love his music? Is it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you couldn't grow up in Ireland and not know who Billy was. I mean, everywhere on the radio, on TV, I mean, he was just such a huge icon. And still is. You know, if Billy decided to do a concert in Ireland right now, he would sell out probably 70,000, 80,000 tickets in less than a day, you know? He's just like, he was everywhere.
It seems like he embodies America so much, so it surprised me just a little bit that he's so big in Britain. But, you know, in Britain and in Ireland, they all love, of course, a lot of things American. Now, while Darren is singing, Holly, you're dancing. And this show, this is something I found out, was choreographed by the legendary Twyla Tharp. And how difficult, I mean, she's known for, I mean, very difficult dance moves. I mean, you have to be a gymnast, you have to be an athletic ability to be, you know, in one of the shows that she's choreographed.
Definitely. She, as a dancer, it's a dream job to work with her. I've always wanted to work with Twyla Tharp. She pushes dancers to their limits, where everyone is killing themselves on stage, so much so that we have 2 casts because it's impossible to do the show 8 times a week. But it's the most high-energy, intense choreography I've ever seen or done.
Well, let's talk about opening night. How'd it go? How'd it go, Darren, for you?
Fantastic. It was great. I mean, the audience was just amazing. I mean, as soon as the curtain went up, we just felt the energy coming back. And, of course, that spurs both the band and the dancers on just to put on a great show. And afterwards, people were just coming up to us and saying that it was, like, worth the wait. And, you know, they had been really looking forward to coming along.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see, you know, who the audiences will be, you know, which audiences will be drawn to this. Will they be Billy Joel fans? Will they be, you know, people that are big fans of just dance in general? It's probably a good combination of the two.
It's a good mix. It's actually funny because sometimes people that go see ballets don't necessarily go see Billy Joel and vice versa.
Right.
But you get a lot of, I hear this reaction so many times that wives bring their husbands and they're like, I never thought I'd like dance. And I think you really get, it's more like a rock ballet where you get involved in this rock concert mixed with a dance show.
Now, this is what's interesting. Darren, you've performed in Riverdance.
Yes.
You're a performer, a singer. And you thought perhaps after that your Broadway career might have been going south?
Well, it was my first time on Broadway, and, you know, I never really studied acting or dancing or anything like that, and I came into Riverdance on Broadway as a vocalist. And, you know, after we finished our run, I was like, well, you know, that's probably my only chance to get on Broadway, and, you know, I'll just embrace it. But, you know, as soon as I left Riverdance, Moving Out came along, and there I was back on again. And so I'm never going to say never ever again.
And when they approached you and said, look, we're going to put together a musical, Billy Joel music, Twyla Tharp is choreographing, your first thoughts were what?
Get me in. I just loved the idea of it. I thought it was just fantastic. Really.
Yeah.
Same with me.
It's a very unusual combination.
Yes.
And now you also travel with your family when you're on the road?
Yes, I just have my wife and my 4-month-old baby son on the road with me right now.
Oh,
and they're probably watching, so hi, Josh.
Holly, any favorite performances from the show that, you know, come to mind?
My favorite number is a song, Shameless, and it's a duet between me and my dance partner with Darren singing, and it's the most beautiful song, the most beautiful choreography. That's my favorite. There's so many.